My business is the Phenomenal STEMist. I'm so excited to be here in Orange County because it's where I live. I live in Apopka, Florida. And I decided to make this business because I saw a need for underrepresented students to be successful in STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, math. And the best way I can do that is just provide products for parents to prepare them, whether it's a book or online STEM camps or just video podcasting. My goal is to transform this community, especially those who are underrepresented. And the way to do that is to help parents understand their children's minds and basically develop them at different stages of their lives to be prepared for a successful STEM career. Thank you so much. That's why I'm here.
Testing, 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 testing. All right, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is back. I'm sure you can hear me now. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, my mother. I didn't say much. I was just saying, hey, 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 it's the phenomenal STEMist. Glad to see you out here. And before I get started, I want to make sure that I do some homework and just to remind you that my book, Phenomenal STEMist, The Phenomenal STEMist, is available via Amazon. If you have children that you want to be successful in STEM, please get that book. Get that book. I put all my heart and soul in it for you, for parents, to understand your children's brains and what they're ready for at different ages, all the way pre K to the university, from pre K to the university. And of course, this summer, I am doing my phenomenal STEM camp as usual, July 1st to 31st, 1 month, one whole month. Please, if you have children from pre K to the 12th grade, going into the 12th grade, uh, you want to get this, especially high school. You know, if you have a child that wants to be a physician, wants to be an engineer, they need to get a good foundation in biology, chemistry, and physics. And my program is essential. It's very good in equipping students in preparing them for what they should expect at the college level. So just to remind you, Phenomenal STEM is online STEM camp. Phenomenal camp this July. This July. Register now. Registration is open. You can check my website for more details as well. You can check my website. Just to remind you, it is www.phenomenalstemist.com. All right, well, that's the homework for today. That's the homework for today. We're going to get into phenomenal financial freedom, which is discussing the top 10 ways to get most out of a tank of gas. Those of you who are in phenomenal financial freedom, you saw the article that I posted, and I thought it was a very good article in helping people save money. How these gas prices? Sandra, where you watching from? I don't know where you're watching from, but it's about 10 states where gas is $5. It hasn't reached Florida yet. Florida is still less than $5, but California, um, all kinds of states, and even the states that aren't $5, you know, the southern states, man, those, you know, can you imagine paying $4.90 for gas in a state where you don't get paid that much? It's causing people to struggle. It's like, what's the point of making all the money you have just to give it away in gas? But I saw a pretty cool article to help in conservation of your finances when dealing with uh, filling up your tank of gas. So let's get right into it. Top 10 tips to get most out of a tank of gas. This is coming from Consumer Reports, consumerreports.org. Number one, number one, number one, stay at half. Stay at half. What does that mean, stay at half? Well, it means don't let your gas tank go down to the dregs. Hmm. Stay at half. Now, I have an issue. I don't know about you guys, but I basically let my gas go all the way down. What's the rationale? The rationale is that if you let it go all the way down to the dregs, then when you need to get gas, you'll be desperate in buying it compared to giving yourself opportunities to find more lucrative deals. When I say you watch, I know you're watching from YouTube, Sandra. I meant, right, where are you watching from in terms of the country? Are you watching? Is it the Sandra from Jamaica? Is it the Sandra from New York? Like, I know a lot of Sandras. All right, so stay at half. Stay at half. Yes, I feel the judgment coming from afar. I feel the judgment coming from afar, mother. I have a problem with staying at half. I go all the way to under E. And then what happens is I have to just get the nearest gas. And what if the nearest gas is very expensive? You see? So their number one tip is don't ever get to the point where you feel desperate. All right. Number two, use apps like Gas Buddy to show local prices. If you have a smartphone, download Gas app. Or if you have a computer, go to gasbuddy.com. They basically show you where the cheapest gas is in your area. So if you think about it, gas is off highways. Yeah, this is one gas station right off the 414 that is ridiculous. like 30% higher than any place that I know. But if, especially for tourists, especially when you're a tourist and you don't know it, you don't know there's other options, so you get gouged. So check online, download Gas Buddy, and use it for better prices. That's number two. Number two, we're talking about the top 10 ways to make the most out of your gas tank. Number three, minimize travel. I will never forget when I got my job. Let me rephrase that, where I transferred. So I used to work at my main campus. I used to work at the main campus. I live in Apopka, Florida. My main campus where I work is in Lake Mary, and that was a 45-minute to an hour drive. 45 minutes to an hour, especially in the mornings. Traffic was bad. My dean gave me an opportunity to move to a closer campus. I now work in Altamont Springs, which is only, on a good day, 12 minutes. 12 minutes. So between 15 and, on a bad day, 20 minutes, on a good day, 12. Usually about 15-minute drive. Man, when I moved from driving 45 minutes to 15 minutes, that's a half hour difference. Do you know how much money I saved? I got a pay raise, a, a natural pay raise. You may need to minimize travel. You may need to get a job less closer to where you live. You may need to quit your job. Like, how many of you are paying more in gas than your paycheck? Minimize travel. You may need to get a remote job. There are remote jobs all over LinkedIn. Open your mind. I know, man, when I was working remote 100%, you know how much money I saved? I have some friends who are now working mostly remote. Their gas bills are low. Find ways to purposely minimize travel. Yeah, the airport gas prices are very expensive. Yep. Minimize your travel. Um, number four, obey speed limits. Hmm. Hmm. Obey speed limits. Okay, so that's a problem with me too. I speed. I speed. And truth be told, all you're doing is burning gas. You're not getting, if you do physics, science, technology, mathematics, if you do physics, like those questions where if such and such is here and it's going this miles an hour and such this miles an hour, when is the likelihood that they meet? Like, truly, you going 5-10 miles above the speed limit is gonna get you where you're supposed to go maybe 2 minutes earlier. Is it worth the gas you're burning? You may want to stop speeding. Speeding burns gas, and you don't get where you are any sooner. You just get to the light sooner. You get to the red light sooner. That's it. uh, it says a recent CR test shows that they measured mileage while driving at a steady 55 to 65 miles per hour versus 75 miles per hour in a Nissan Altima or RAV4 Toyota. They found that reducing the speed from 65 to 55 improved their fuel economy by 6 mpgs or 8 mpgs. Another way of looking at it, speeding from 55 to 75 is like moving from a compact car to an SUV. Are you listening to me? By you speeding at 75 miles per hour, you have moved from a Honda Civic to a Suburban in terms of the amount of gas you're burning. Slow down. You want to save money on gas? Slow down. Slow down. Number five. Number five. Don't be like me. Drive evenly. So it's another problem of mine. Like I'm just a bad driver. It seems I'm just burning gas. Number five. Stop accelerating hard. So people like, "Ooh, ooh," or just being steady. Be steady. Smooth driving. If you speed up and brake, speed up and brake, all you're doing, you're not getting anywhere sooner. You're just burning gas that you don't have because gas is a lot of money right now. It's $5 a gallon. So slow down and drive consistently, evenly. Stop burning your gas by hyper accelerating and going nowhere. All right. Number 6, we're talking about the top 10 ways, that you can save on gas to get the most of your gas tax. This is coming from Consumer Report. Number 6, pay attention to your aerodynamics. Okay. Science, technology, engineering, math, aerodynamics. Like, what does the shape of the car have to do with gas? Well, it does. It does. So a lot of you have roof racks on your cars. Take them off. You don't need them. You don't have a bike. They did a fuel economy test on same cars with a roof rack or some kind of rack on the car. And when they took it off, right, the Altima lost 13 mpgs, going from 46 to 33. When you carry bikes on your car and you change the shape of your car, the way the car moves through the wind, all the forces, we're talking about physics, the physics of the car. What am I saying? There's a role for science in saving money. The physics of your speed, the physics of your acceleration, the physics of the shape of your car, and the excessive weight on your car burns more gas. They said put it on the side or even in the car versus on the top of the car, like just the shaping of the car, where you put your whatever you're moving on a car will determine how much gas you burn. hmm Number 7, number 7, number 7. Buy good gas. Buy good gas. What do I mean by that? The blue gas. The blue gas. No more red gas. What's the red gas? Red gas like Raceway and Shell and what's the other one? Buy the blue gas. Chevron, Exxon, Mobil. That's good gas. The blue colored glass. Exxon, Mobil, Chevron. I heard even Costco gas is pretty good. But the no Wawa. No more Wawa, mommy. No, no more Wawa. No more Raceway, race car. No red gas. No red gas, guys. Get the blue gas. Remember what I said. Just try it out. Try it out. Get the blue gas. Chevron, Mobil, Exxon. When I say blue gas, I'm talking about they have blue colors. Question, why? Why? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. I want all of you guys to ask questions. Top tier gas is Chevron, Exxon, Mobil. They put Shell in here. I wouldn't even put Shell. Shell water. Well, I'm not gonna. the fame people. You know, I'm not trying to get sued by any gas company. Um, but top tiered gas have the best gas. The detergents, the detergents in the top tier gas cleans out engine deposits, which may accumulate when good quality gas is more available. All right. So no more 7-Eleven gas and all those gas. Good quality gas. They're not watered down. They have the material. They're not watered down. They have the material for combustion to power the engine to move in a clean fashion. They don't get clogged. There's detergents, okay, just for scientific. Detergents are special. Um, they're special types of chemicals that break apart hydrophobic, you know, those shout out to science. Hydrophobic means does not like or cannot attach to anything that is polar, like water, does not attach to water molecules. They only attach to fat and lipids and non-polar things, right? Like oil. Like you never heard of the term oil and water don't mix? Well, they be putting a lot of oil and water in there, these non-top tiers, and they burn fast. And they don't have the quality detergents to basically surround the oil and break apart the oil and basically use every ounce of the oil basically. When you have the proper materials in there, you'll use every part of the oil and therefore you'll use it and power your engine the best. Stick with the blue gas, guys. Exxon, Mobil, Chevron. Number 8. Number 8. Top tips to save on gas. Skip the premium. You don't need premium unless your car says so. My car says so, so my car will get premium. But you'll be surprised how many people put premium gas in their non-premium cars. Most cars are not premium. Most cars. Most cars. Your Nissan, your Toyota, your Honda, your Acura, they're not premium, guys. 87 works. Keep it at 87. You don't need to put 89 in it. How do you know? Go to your manual. If your manual says 87, put 87 in your car. You don't need to put 89. You don't have to put 93. I don't even put 93 in my car. I put 89. Mine requires 89. Most of you guys, I'm telling you, require 87. Nobody requires 93. Nobody. So when I say get the best kind of gas, I don't necessarily mean get the highest grade. 87 is fine. Whatever your manual says to put in, put in. All right? You're wasting money on anything else. They say this is indicated on the fuel filler door. Whatever's required is on your fuel filler door. Okay? If all you have is mid-grade or premium, then fine. But 87. Shout out to 87. Number 9. This is interesting. I like this one. Check your tire pressure. Check your tire pressure. What do I mean by that? I mean, is your tires full of air? If they are not, they will cause more friction, more issues, and if there's more issues, there'll be burning of gas. Period. Period. Pressure, pressure in a tire. You notice the role of science, aerodynamics, acceleration, speed, pressure, all that science, guys. And they say if you have low pressure in your tires, you're gonna burn more gas. So keep your tires full. You can go to any tire place and they'll fill up your tire in air for free. No charge. Just roll up in there and say, "Can you fill up my tires?" And they'll say yes. And they'll do it. No charge. Keep that pressure high or else you'll burn your gas too prematurely. Number 10, lastly, number 10, skip the air conditioning. I know we're in Florida and the Floridians are like, no way. But yeah, you could do without air conditioning. You could do without air conditioning. You don't need air conditioning all the time. Get some fresh air. Open up your windows. Using air conditioning burns gas. So if you in mild weather on a nice, beautiful, breezy day, turn your air conditioning off. Save some gas. Save some gas. Top 10 ways to get the most of your gas tank. Number 10, only use AC if you have to. Open up the window and get some fresh air. You'll save on gas. Number 9, make sure your tires are pressured full at all times. If not, you burn gas prematurely. Number 8, 87 only, unless told to go higher. If your car says take 87, do not put 89 and 93 in your car. You're wasting money. Number 7, get good quality gas. Bad quality gas burns fast and does not gets accumulates and does not get utilized because it doesn't have the proper detergents inside the actual oil. Who's the top tier? The blue gas. Chevron, Exxon, Mobil. Even if it's more, you'll get. Have you ever had a situation where you buy the blue gas and it lasts 2 weeks, and you buy the red gas and it's like a week, and you're like, how did I burn that gas so quickly? Because it's not top tier. So even if it's cheaper, you still have to buy more. More. No more red gas. No more red gas. Number six, pay attention to the aerodynamics of the car, the shape of the vehicle. Too many racks, too many things on the car in the and not in the appropriate place. Too many things in the car. If you mess with the aerodynamics of the car, it will get too much gas. Clean out your car. Number 5, drive evenly. Do not do extensive acceleration and then stop. Accelerate and stop. Drive smoothly at a consistent speed, consistently, and you will not burn gas. Similarly, don't let that speed go too high. If you are going 65, 75 miles an hour all the time, you're burning gas. Stay easy. Be consistent in your speed and slow down. You will save a lot on gas. I want you to try this, guys. I want you to try this. Minimize your travel. Don't go everywhere and everywhere. If you could walk places, walk. If you could ride places, ride. If you could carpool, carpool. Watch your gas prices drop. Number 2, download the Gas Buddy app and go to the Exxon, Mobil, or Chevron that is cheapest in your neighborhood. They have the information on apps. You can find it. And lastly, don't be desperate, meaning keep your gas on half a tank at all times so that when you need gas, you can make choices as compared to when you're running out of gas, you'll only be able to buy the nearest one, which may be overpriced. I hope you guys had a great lesson on top 10 tips to get the most out of your gas tank. I know it's rough out there, but we can do it. I want you to try these top 10 tips and tell me how they work. Just to remind you, Phenomenal STEMist online STEM camp is registering students pre-K to the 12th grade, pre-K to them starting 12th grade in the fall. You got to register for Phenomenal STEM camp. All right. You guys have a great, 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 great evening. Good night, everybody.